Hello, and thank you for joining us today here at Think Income, where we talk about all things money. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Think Income, and remember to hit the notification bell to be notified on future uploads. Hello, and thank you for joining us here today at Think Income. Before we begin, I just want to thank you in advance for watching this video. If you have not already, please remember to subscribe to our channel. My goal is to at least get to 1,000 subscribers by August. Thank you once again in advance, and also make sure to click the notification bell icon. Today's topic is going to be cashback credit cards. And we're going to talk about how you can earn money when you spend money. And most importantly, we're going to be talking about cost of living expenses, because these are expenses or purchases that we have to make every month, regardless of what happens. So you might as well earn cash back on those purchases or those expenses. So let's talk about what that looks like. In reference to your bills and cash back, you can earn cash back for purchases you were going to make anyways, such as your rent, utilities, cell phone, if you have an auto loan or auto insurance. So for example, if you have a credit card, which is 2% cash back, that means that you'll be getting 2% on all these purchases. So let's just say, for example, your rent or your mortgage is 1,500. Your utilities, let's say for water, electricity, and whatever else is 250. Your cell phone is 100. Your auto loan is 300, and your auto insurance is 200. That means that for the month, just with those basic bills, keep in mind this isn't including groceries or gas. For grocery and gas, there are different cards that may be able to provide you more than 2% cash back for those particular categories. And that's why those are not included in this one here. But if these are your expenses in this example, that would be $2,350 a month that you have to make every month, regardless of what happens. If you're using a debit card, you're not getting any cash back. But if you're using a credit card, such as a 2% cashback card, you would be getting $47 a month cash back just from those purchases that you have to make. So 12 months times $47 would be $564 a year that you would be getting back, because essentially you have to make those expenses anyways. The main difference here is that if you're using a debit card, cash, or check, you're not getting any cash back. But by simply using your credit card, you're now getting $47 or however much cash back you're getting per month. You're making money as you spend money. Now, keep in mind, I only do this personally with expenses that I have to make anyways, right? So whether you rent or you have a home, you still have to pay that note unless it's paid for, right? Same thing with water and electricity. Regardless of what happens, whether you use cash or a check or you use pennies, you still have to pay that amount. I just decide to put it on a credit card because at least I can earn some type of cash back or some type of reward for it. Now, depending on your card issuer, all right, whether you have it through a bank or a credit card company, you may be able to redeem that cash back for either a statement credit, or you may be able to transfer it to your bank account, like if you have it through a bank. And as I mentioned, in this example, that would be about over $500 a year that you would be receiving in cash back for expenses you have to make. So, for example, you could use it at the end of the year for a Christmas present for yourself or for your family, or even a hotel night or a vacation stay. You can invest that money. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use that cash back. The main thing is that you would be getting money back for purchases you had to make anyways. That's the main thing here. And another more important reason why I pay my bills with my credit cards, aside from the cash back, is in general, fraud and scam is on the rise. I know this because I used to work for a bank with credit cards, and that was the most common call type outside of disputes that I got was fraud. And nowadays, people are able to steal your card information without even swiping it, just by walking by you. But initially, if you make purchases online or you pay for your bill online, it is a far easier process to report fraud in a credit card and then have those funds reimbursed back to your credit card than it is on a debit card. The main reason is that the credit card is the bank's money or that card issuer's money. Whereas with a debit card, that's your money, the consumer. And essentially, the bank isn't going to make you jump through hoops to get their money back because it's their money. But on the debit card side, you are going to have to jump through a lot of hoops. You essentially are going to have to prove to the bank that you did not make this transaction. You'll have to sign paperwork, and it's just a long process. And it honestly frustrates people for them to have to fight to protect their own money. And my main thing is, why put yourself through that amount of stress and headache when you can just use the bank's money anyways and earn cash back for it and be protected? I can tell you this: if you have to report fraud on a credit card, you call the bank, you tell them it's fraud, they, credit those transactions back within a few business days, normally within about 2 to 3, and they normally FedEx you a card like overnight or within 2 to 3 business days. And you're off that call in like 5, 10 minutes. I'm telling you facts. You try to report fraud on a debit card, man, you're gonna be calling back to the bank maybe 4 or 5 times that week. You're gonna be fighting, trying to get your money back for like 30 days. I promise you, you will not like that experience. So avoid that experience by all means and just use your credit card. I mean, at the end of the day, if you have to spend $500 anyways, it's not going to matter whether it comes from your debit card or your credit card. So why not use your credit card and prevent yourself from going through the hassle of trying to report fraud on your debit card? And you can also earn cash back or reward points off of it anyways. Either way you look at it, it's a win-win. Keep in mind, people, I'm not telling you to just use your credit card and buy things you cannot afford. If you do not know how to manage debt, then you probably don't need to use your credit card because it'll actually hurt you more than help you. But if you do know how to manage debt, if you're only using your credit card for purchases that you can afford from your bank account anyways, such as your utilities or your rent, then that makes sense. But don't go out here and maxing your credit card out and not being able to pay your credit card back at the end of the statement. And then now you're earning interest because at that point it's not helping you, it's hurting. So I just want to make sure that you keep that in mind. Now we are at the end of the video. I wanted to make sure I kept it short and sweet. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. And if you did find this video informative, please make sure to like and share it. If you do use your credit cards to pay your utilities, or you take advantage of cashback credit cards, so that way you can earn money as you make purchases, please leave a comment below. If you do have a 2% cashback credit card, let me know which one you're using. And if you have a 3% cashback credit card, please let me know because I need to get up on that immediately. I mean, if you have a 5% cashback credit card, that'd be even better, but I haven't found it yet. I mean, there are some cards that provide 5% cashback, but it's normally up to a certain amount. I want something that's flat across the board with no limit to it, So whatever the case is, let me know about it so I can look into it and apply for it. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the comments below. Before I go, I'd like to remind you all to remember to put your money to work so that you can make money while you sleep. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.